The ocean is an immense larder for human beings, and it's been so for millennia and will continue to do so. It's played an important role for evolution, it's played an important role for nutrition, and it's also going to play a key role in the coming green transition towards more sustainable global food systems. I'm talking about fish, shellfish, mollusks like clams, oysters, snails, and cephalopods. And cephalopods, they are a group of organisms, are 800 different kinds that cover octopus, squid, and cuttlefish. My name is Ole Mouritsen. I'm speaking to you about a new book that has been published recently on octopuses, squid, and cuttlefish. I'm a physicist and professor of gastrophysics and culinary food innovation at the University of Copenhagen in Denmark. I published a range of books on the science behind cooking and taste, and I'm fascinated about marine foodstuff, and I'm also passionate about the Japanese cuisine and Japanese food culture, and I enjoy combining science with cooking. And together with my friend, the renowned chef Klaus Stürbig, I've been writing this book about cephalopods and how we can use cephalopods in the kitchen, both in the kitchen today and also in the future. Cephalopods are very interesting and intriguing organisms, and you probably all know the octopus with 8 arms and interesting eyes, and you probably also have seen squid, and here's an example of a squid. You see the huge eyes. It has 8 arms and 2 special arms, the tentacles that are used for catching prey. In the book, we cover both the biology and the appearance and also the food culture and global cuisine around cephalopods. And the focus is how we can use cephalopods sustainably and with insight in our kitchen with a keen eye on the green transition. The book, I hope, is an example of a joyful collaboration between a physical scientist and a skilled chef. And we have earlier written books about sushi, seaweeds, umami, mouthfeel, and also about vegetables. And our new book is looking into the ocean to see these interesting animals, which we call the cephalopods. And our mission is to convey a science-based communication to the general public. It's surely so that humans across the globe have been fascinated by octopuses, squid, and cuttlefish over years. And these interesting organisms, they have evolved billions of years ago and are related to simple organisms like mollusks and snails. They can grow to enormous sizes. Some are very small, just a few millimeters, and the biggest one can become almost 15 meters large. They have, some of them, eyes as big as footballs, and even if they become very large, they only live a few years. They mate once in their lifetime, and after that, they die shortly after. They have blue blood, they have 3 hearts, and they can make a jet propulsion. That's the way they move through the ocean. They have a brain, and they have behaviors that we can interpret as some kind of signs of intelligence, although the brain is very special because it's distributed in the different appendages. So it's a highly unusual organism, very different from us. They are colorblind, but still they're masters in disguise of different colors. And they can actually taste with their suckers, and they can move extremely fast because of the jet propulsion system. Although they're soft-bodied and they look vulnerable, they are actually ferocious and formidable predators. They have arms. The octopus has arms that are so strong that they can exert a force equal to 100 of times their own body weight. However, cephalopods are not only interesting as biological creatures with strange physical characteristics, they're also a nutritious, delicious protein source that has found a place for thousands of years in many food cultures around the world. As squid, cuttlefish, and octopus are native to virtually all parts of the ocean, they can be excellent and available alternative to meat from terrestrial animals. And most interestingly, compared to many fish species and fish populations, the global populations of all species of cephalopods have been on the rise for the last 60 years. The book is written to promote an overall place for cephalopods in home kitchens and to inspire the uninitiated to add them to the diet. It describes the many facets of their autonomy that plays a central role in their potential use as healthy, diverse, and interesting food sources, with particular emphasis on their taste and texture. And the key taste here is umami. And we are going to claim in the book that learning about the umami taste of cephalopods in particular, one can actually spice up the green kitchen and hence promote larger eating of green vegetables. We have an assortment of recipes, and we show that it's a myth that it's difficult to prepare delicious squid, cuttlefish, and octopus. And in addition, the book also enters in the discussion about how marine resources and blue food can be exploited more responsibly in a sustainable manner, not least to furnish a green transition in our eating behaviors. So I invite you to have a closer look at our book, Octopuses, Squid, and Cuttlefish. Thank you.